You're listening to Your High Self Podcast, episode 59. Today, I want you to know that you are good enough. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time to invest in your mind and doing it with me today. For the show this week, I just have a quickie for you. I have no show notes and I'm just going to riff. And usually I get off track and sidetrack with no show notes, but let's see how this goes. I just was really inspired to hop on and I grabbed the mic and I just really want you to know that you are good enough. You don't have to have more experience. You don't have to have all the right answers. You don't have to know what the next step is going to be to put yourself out there. You are good enough. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I'm specifically talking to you, the one, you have a purpose that's bigger than what you're doing now. And you probably can't explain it, and you probably feel crazy talking about it to people, but I get you. It's like this feeling on your heart where you just know you're meant for more. Like you just know that the experiences you went through in life and like how you overcame them and how you got through them and like how much it's changed who you are and like the person that you are today, and you want to help other people with that same thing. Like you can do that, and you are good enough to do that. And that calling and that feeling wouldn't be on your heart if it wasn't meant for you. So I felt really called to tell you this today because my husband recently reminded me of a memory, and I had imparted the knowledge to one of my clients. And it was back in 2018. I had been competing. I did my, 5 years of competitions, did super well and knew a lot and coached myself. And then I was coaching my first competition client, and my self-esteem then was super low. I had gained tons of weight post-comp, like over 20 pounds. I'm 5 feet tall. And it was nearing her show date, and I was getting so much anxiety because I was like, this is the first show that I've been to since I stopped competing, and I look so different. Like I went from being lean all the time to looking like healthy and normal. And I was just a complete wreck with my confidence and my self-esteem. And we go to the show, and my client won first place and her pro card. She had no Instagram. I'm a nobody coach. Like no one knows who I am. We had no leg up or like any like connections. I mean, I knew a lot of people in the industry, but no one knew she was my client. And after she won that day, my husband looked at me and he was like, let this be the turning point where you finally start to believe in yourself. I'm going to cry. It just was so profound when he said that to me, because for so long, I had been fighting for my limitations. I had put so much work in becoming an expert and really learning about the human body, studying nutrition, studying fitness. I was also a personal trainer. I mean, I wasn't just, I didn't just start competing like 4 months ago and then decided to coach someone. I had really been putting in the work and gaining my experience. And yet I still didn't believe in myself. So when he looked at me and he told me that, it just clicked for me. And I was like, wow, like, you're right. It's time. I got to stop. I want to say the same thing to you. It's time to stop wasting so much energy fighting yourself and your brain, telling yourself that you aren't good enough. It's time to stop wasting energy on looking for all your flaws, looking for where you're not good enough, and creating like problems and worries in your head that aren't even true. Like saying things to yourself like, well, I'm not equipped for this. I'm not good enough for this. I don't know how to do this. Like you do, and you will learn. If there's one thing that I could tell myself, what is that? It's only 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it would be that. It would be, you are good enough. Like you are good enough, Shanae. You've put in the work. You have done so much in terms of building a knowledge base. Like, you know what you're doing and you know what you're saying. It's time to start believing in yourself. You are good enough. So that's what I want to tell you today. Stop procrastinating. Stop telling yourself that you aren't good enough. If you have this feeling and this calling on your heart to help people, say you went through something super huge and you overcame it, like I was saying in the beginning, and it just has changed your life so much. Like, if you want to help other people with that, that is available to you. You can do that. This is a career path. Um, and I think it's a beautiful one. I think that being a coach is one of the best jobs in the world. I can't even call it a job. So, anyways, I really hope that this message resonates with someone, with you, with one of you. And if it did, if you just went through a huge win and you keep doubting yourself and you keep downplaying your achievements and you basically keep gaslighting yourself, I want you to take this moment with me to anchor in your achievement. Anchor in your big win. Take a deep breath in, release. And just take a moment to be really, really proud of who you are and how far you've come. And believe me when I say that you are good enough. You've always been good enough. You're never not good enough to begin with. The only problem in your life is you thinking that you're not good enough. That's it. I love you guys so much. I also want to give a big shout out to, before we end the show, to those of you who participated in the first ever grand annual Create Your Purpose 5-day journaling challenge. Such a long name. It has been such a treat to get to know you and to be able to hold space for you as you really work through some deep shadow work in these journal prompts and uncovering some traumas, some limiting beliefs, and meeting yourself with compassion so that you could heal, so that you can step into your purpose, and just allowing yourself to love yourself fully. So thank you so much. The winners are going to be announced on Instagram today, right? This podcast comes out on Monday. So I'll meet you guys over there to see who won. First place gets a free month's membership to Mindset Makeover, where we're going to be continuing the work of uncovering what your passions and your purpose are. So if that lights you up, come and join my community. And the second and third place winners are going to get a signed copy of my Create Your Purpose journal. And yeah, I'm so excited. We'll definitely do this challenge again. And I would love to get your feedback. So if you did participate, would love your feedback. I think I'd like to do it again in the future with like different themes. I think that'd be super fun. And yeah, so just wanted to say thank you to you guys. It is my honor to have been able to hold space for you. And for all of you listening to the podcast, thank you always for tuning in, for choosing to be a part of this community. I love you guys. I'll see you here next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to be your highest self. Bye for now.